When you pass 65, something powerful happens. The noise fades, the rush slows, and suddenly life becomes clear. You realize what matters and what never did. But there's a truth most seniors only learn after years of regret. Peace doesn't always come from what you share. Sometimes it comes from what you protect. Today on Infinite Inspire, I want to share 4 things you should never share with your family after 65 if you want to live with calm, dignity, and self-respect. These aren't theories, they're lessons whispered by people who learned too late. If you believe peace is worth protecting, stay with me, because these truths are uncomfortable, but they're freeing. First, never share how much money you truly have. Many seniors believe honesty about finances brings trust. In reality, it often brings pressure. Once people know your numbers, your freedom shrinks. Every purchase is questioned. Every decision is debated. Every act of generosity becomes a discussion. Should you really spend that? Maybe you should save that instead. Why are you giving money away? And slowly, without noticing, you stop living for your own peace and start living for approval. Your money represents decades of sacrifice. It's not a group project. Protect your primacy of finances. Help when you choose, give when it feels right, but never let guilt or expectation dictate how you live. Privacy is not selfish, it's sovereignty. Second, stop sharing your deepest disappointments with your family. Every parent carries wounds, a child who stopped calling, a harsh word that never healed, a relationship that didn't become what you hoped. It's tempting to bring those pains up again and again, hoping to finally be understood. But reopening old wounds rarely brings closeness, it usually builds walls. Pain repeated becomes resentment. Resentment becomes distance. Wisdom is knowing when silence heals more than words. Process your hurt privately, through reflection, through prayer, through writing. Not every feeling needs an audience, and not every truth needs to be spoken aloud. Sometimes peace means choosing grace over being right. Third, don't reveal your inheritance plans too early. Few things divide families faster than future money. Even loving siblings can change when numbers enter the conversation. What starts as transparency turns into comparison, doubt, resentment. Suddenly, love feels measured, and intentions are questioned. The truth is this: your will should be written, legal, and clear, but not announced. Let documents speak when the time comes. Until then, protect the present. Enjoy relationships for what they are, not for what anyone expects to receive later. Your love is not a transaction. And finally, the most important one, be careful with sharing your fears and weaknesses. After 65, many people begin to speak every worry aloud. I'm afraid of being alone. I'm slowing down. I don't feel useful anymore. Honesty can be healthy, but oversharing can quietly change how people treat you. You stop being seen as wise, you start being seen as fragile. And once people see you as weak, they begin making decisions for you instead of with you. Yes, ask for help when you truly need it, but never let fear become your identity. You survived decades of storms, you raised families, you endured loss, sacrifice, and change. You are not broken, you are seasoned, and there is strength in that. Here's the truth many people discover too late. Silence is not weakness. Silence is protection. Silence is wisdom. You don't owe anyone full access to your inner world. After 65, your greatest asset isn't money, it isn't health, it isn't even time, it's tranquility. And tranquility comes from choosing what to share and what to keep sacred. Protect your peace like you once protected your children. Protect your privacy like you protected your home. Because peace once lost is hard to rebuild. If this message resonated with you, subscribe to Infinite Inspire for more guidance on living your later years with strength, clarity, and grace. And leave a comment below. What's one thing you've learned to keep private for your own peace? Because after 65, happiness doesn't come from saying everything. It comes from knowing what to keep quietly in your heart. If you enjoyed this video and found it helpful, please like, subscribe, and share. Your support helps us continue creating good content to inform and inspire you. Thanks for watching, and we look forward to seeing you in the next video.